I was teaching a class recently inside of my care course, and I used the word respite. And one of my newest members asked, "What is respite?" And so here I am thinking there's probably more people out there who have that same question. If you don't know what respite is, this can be an incredibly helpful video for you because it can give you an opportunity to take a break and rest from all of your caregiving duties. And if you do know what respite is, stick with me because this video might give you a new way to think about respite that is even more helpful to you. Respite care is a type of temporary care that can be given to an individual with a chronic condition, developmental disability, or even a mental health condition. It can certainly be given for an individual who has dementia. It's used to give the primary caregiver, like yourself, temporary relief from caregiving responsibilities so that that caregiver can then go use that time however they wish to take a break, to run errands, or even to do some of the necessary things like attend their own doctor's appointments. The goal is to provide respite to either help prevent burnout from happening in caregiving or be able to help reduce it if it's already present. It basically involves another individual or company stepping in to do what you are doing for your loved one on a temporary basis. It can be given in a variety of settings, and it can be given on a pretty short-term basis or even a longer-term basis. So what are the different types of respite care and how could you get it if you are interested? Number one is in-home respite care. This is where somebody else comes into your home to do any sort of caregiving duties that you would normally be doing. It could be another friend, another family member, basically anybody who has the ability to come in and give you a temporary break. And I hesitate to even use the word break because when I was working directly with caregivers at the hospital that I was working at, many of them needed respite care just for them to attend their own medical appointments and run necessary errands. That is hardly a break. So I just want to acknowledge that right here as well. Another place where respite care is often provided are adult daycare centers, where the individual with dementia would go to a facility for the day where they would do activities, engage with other people, giving the caregiver then several hours of a chunk of time to do whatever it is they want to do. Assisted living facilities often allow respite care as well. This is where the person with dementia would go for several days or even several weeks. I've had Careblazers use this option when they needed to go pursue their own surgery and then recovery time, or even if the Careblazer wanted to go on a vacation that the person with dementia was not able to go to, they would opt to use an assisted living facility respite type situation. Home healthcare agencies also provide respite care services where a trained professional will come into the home and provide respite care for the caregiver. There are also different community resources that you could use for respite care, such as support groups or even the VA, Department of Veterans Affairs. And some community resources might even be able to offer financial assistance to caregivers to be able to afford respite. You can check with your local area agency on aging to see what respite services might be in your area. I also recommend calling the Alzheimer's Association, even if your loved one doesn't have a technical Alzheimer's disease diagnosis, to see what they might be able to recommend in your area as well for respite. Ideally, the main goal here is that the respite care is provided to give an opportunity to the caregiver to be able to rest and recharge so they can come back and resume their caregiving responsibilities. But this is really important for you to know. You do not absolutely need respite care in order to take and receive respite care. In my professional opinion, I think every dementia caregiver could benefit from respite, and we don't have to wait until we've reached our limit or we feel like we absolutely need it to receive it. For example, just because I could literally hand wash all of my clothes, it doesn't mean I'm going to. I'm going to take advantage of the washing machine that I have because it saves me time, it saves me my energy, and because it's much easier for me. I hope you can adapt a similar thought process when it comes to respite care services. Have you ever tried respite? If so, I'm curious what your experience was. I'll be back next week with another video. In the meantime, keep up the great work. And if you'd like to receive a free training from me on how to care for a loved one with dementia without all the overwhelm, dread, and confusion, there's a link in the description below this video. Bye. Also, Nico gets a belly rub for every person who subscribes from this video. So if you haven't already, click the red subscribe button. It's totally free, and Nico says thank you very much.